Here she is from the Times Union and timesunion.com. Christy, Guns and Stuff, Beer Lady. Is it bearded? No, bearded lady.
No,
the bearded lady.
No, it wasn't. We decided no.
Well, I'm just kind of getting the segment rolling in a parent-shaming kind of way because that's where we're heading.
Shame me for not having time to remove my beard because I'm too busy with my kids.
What kind of a role model are you, Christy? What kind of a role model? Okay, so, gosh, I mean, this could be ours, this kind of segment, especially based upon all the comments that you got on your Facebook. Christy Gustafson-Barletti joins us. We're talking about parent shaming and the social media trolls that love to come out of the woodwork anytime an opportunity strikes to tell somebody they're doing a horrible job of parenting.
And oftentimes they present it as, I'm just doing this in the best interest of your child.
Yeah.
It's my child.
Here's what you're doing wrong.
Yeah, people are outrageous. There was one comment I saw from a woman, Andrea, who doesn't even have children, and she sparked a whole debate and controversy about parents that leash their kids, like leash them. And she's like, listen.
Backpacks with the strap. Especially a lot of parents said, hey, you know what, especially when I go to places like Disney or an amusement park or a zoo, I use that because I don't want to lose my kid.
It looks, the optics of it are bad. I'm not saying it is bad, but I don't care if you're a parent or not a parent. Mm-hmm. You're like allowed to have an opinion about a kid on a leash. I don't know.
We debated it, remember?
That's a weird one, you know?
We debated it when we went to Disney because I was scared to death because he was so crazy out of control. I wanted to just make sure we could keep him close by. We never wound up using it, but we did think about it.
Yeah, you know,
I wonder. We had one for Serafina in Disney. She loves it. She's like, I want my monkey backpack. But we never, it was just because she'll book it. It was like, Mickey gone.
Yeah.
And we didn't really I mostly held on to it, but held on to her hand, but it was there just in case she let go and ran.
Yeah. Chrissy and I put up some content on our Facebook. It's irrelevant as to what it was, but we both had photographs of our kids. I was with Brody, who's almost 4, and Chrissy was with Ryan, who's 8.
Almost 8.
To see like how finely chopped the food was on his plate, and in Chrissy's case, how close Ryan was to
the stove,
to a kitchen appliance,
right to the stove, because we were cooking together, and they had the gall to write. You know, oh, Ryan looks really close to that hot element on the stove. And they said something about Brody eating grapes.
But here's the thing, though. But forget the grapes for a second. Do you really think that Chrissy would photograph, do a selfie or whatever it was with your kid?
By the way, Jen took the picture. Do you think Jen would allow me to have Ryan close to the stove?
Put your hand on the hot stove real quick while you balance yourself.
Here, why don't you climb in the oven, Ryan? That would sell product.
Let's see if it's preheated. Like, what the...
It's just always things like that, or like I've had pictures of my kid in the back seat, or done videos.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. The car is a big one. They'll always tell you the car seat's not done correctly.
Yeah.
They should be facing backwards, not forwards. They should be sitting in this kind of seat, not that kind of seat. The buckle should be at this height, not at that height. I see those all the time, and people say, I just want your kid to be safe. Now, I don't doubt they want your kid to be safe, but they also want to be right, and they want to let you know that they're right and that they're the best.
And it's kind of weird. You know what sucks about it, parent shaming, is that it's like the most effective like artillery anybody can throw your way. And I'll tell you why. It doesn't matter how good of a parent you think you are.
It hurts.
When somebody questions it, you start to question yourself.
Yes, and that hurts.
I'm like, oh my gosh, his grapes are going to kill him.
Oh my gosh, Ryan's going to burn his whole body.
You care about my kid's safety. I don't. I apparently don't.
I'm like,
what was I thinking?
And then I start questioning myself. Like, I thought to myself, this person's right. I shoved a whole vineyard down my son's throat. And next thing you know, like in my brain, I'm like, it's turned to wine. And it's
drunk now.
I was going to say now Brody's 4 and drunk.
So, I mean, even though you can fend it off and know you're doing a good job, parent shamers do a lot of damage.
They do.
They really, it seems like that.
They
do. They mess with you. I hate it. And you did the right thing, Christy, because you have 2 beautiful young girls. Nobody knows their names, how old they are, what they look like.
Hey, I say their names and how old they are. I just don't post pictures because I know this.
Christy, thank you very much. This can, of course, continue, and I'm sure it will, on your Facebook. Christy Gustafson-Barletti, Times Union, timesunion.com. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.